Hey guys, so here I am on Wednesday, and I'm finally back home. As you can probably tell, I'm not in a library. But as you can probably tell, I just got out of the shower. For some reason, I don't know why, I always remember to do these videos like when I'm on my run. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday, I need to go do it. And then I'm like, oh, I can't do it now. I just got back from a run. I look disgusting. Then I take a shower and then I do these videos. But I promise, one of these days I'll actually like get ready. So you guys be like, wow, my friend's pretty, and not just like dirty girl that just showers all the time. I don't know. Anyways, so my life has been so ridiculously hectic and crazy since I've been back. Like I can't believe we've been back a month. It's like flown by. Um yeah, I've been home for like 3 days, and it's been such like an emotional roller coaster. I definitely have like my ups and downs. It's just really hard to like stay positive all the time when it's like I just want a job, and it's just like it really scares me like not knowing what's next. Like I've always had, like I have school in the fall or like an internship or something. Like I'm one of those people that like always needs to be doing, like something or like working towards something, and it's just like driving me insane that like school's starting next week for like University of Oregon, and like I'm just going to be home because obviously why would I go to school? But it's just like it makes me sad and scared, and so I definitely have like my ups and downs, and I've been trying really hard to like stay really positive, but we'll see. I don't know. It's like it's weird because so many people from my class like graduate with the same major as me have already like given up on reporting and the news industry altogether because they just like couldn't find a job, and like they had all that time while I was in New York to find jobs and they still couldn't do it. Like you guys know, like Alex, obviously, she got a job at Nordstrom's, and we saw each other the other day actually, because I went to go buy like some dress pants, and I went with Zach, and we were like shopping around, and she like walked right by us, and I like looked at her, and she like looked at me and like grabbed out her phone and pretended to be like talking on her phone. I was like, all right, I lived with you all summer, like I know no one calls you. But yeah, so she's just like working at Nordstrom's, and like Brad, you guys know Brad, he got a job at this like investment company, but he's doing like entry level, like just writing, I don't know, communications type thing, but it's like not what you went to college for. So I don't know. It just kind of like scares me that that's what people are doing with like the same degree as me. So, but my parents are being really supportive and are just like, you need to follow your dreams and like don't give up yet. Like that would be so stupid. You've worked so hard, kind of thing. So we'll see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so Katrina, I am so sorry that things aren't going well with school. I like thought about it if you want to hear my 2 cents. Well, cuz you were talking about like studying abroad, and I had a friend that like went to University of Oregon, and she hated it there. Like she wanted to get out, but she was like the same thing like you, I think. Like she had a scholarship, so it was like full ride, so she didn't want to like have to pay for school then cuz she couldn't afford it. And so what she did is she studied abroad to a school in Washington. And so then she studied there for a semester, and then after the semester, she just applied to transfer there, and since she already studied there, for some reason they like transferred everything. So it worked out. So I don't know, you could look into that. It's like an option, but I promise it'll be okay and everything will work out, and you're such an amazing person like Brandy said. I mean, doing the crisis center, that's you're so amazing, and you have such a bright future, and I know everything's going to work out. I'm like really confident in that. So just keep us updated on everything, and I hope it gets better. I really do. Let's see. Brandy. I'm glad you like my stories, and I don't get offended. I think they're funny too. Like after the fact, I laugh at them too. It's just pathetic almost. But thank you for the book recommendations. I'll definitely look into that. I need a distraction cuz I mean, I've been just, applying to jobs and doing interviews and blah blah blah, and I just need something to like clear my head, and I think a book would be the perfect thing. So, thank you for that. And also you were talking about Guys and Dolls, which I think it was Paige that saw the movie. Anyways, I saw the musical. I mean, it's not like it was just like at my high school, not that cool. But I got like super into the musical because my friend was in it actually, and we went out and bought like the album and all that. So I was like super into it. So you should definitely watch the movie. It's a good one. And also, I'm like unartistic one of the group. I'm like the only one that doesn't have like a scrapbook or anything because you guys wouldn't want to see my scrapbook. It would be pathetic probably. But you guys have to show me what you guys do because I'm sure it'll be amazing and that would be really cool. I really want to see it. And also, I don't know if someone said it in a video. Maybe he sent a message about like super cheap tickets to fly and see each other. I think we definitely should. That would be great. Just let me know when, where. I'll be there because I'm unemployed, so I can do anything. Let's see. Oh, okay. So you guys were asking about my interview. I went to Northern California this past week, and I had 2 interviews there, one in Redding and one in Chico, and they went pretty well. The first lady, she was like super intense, like I mean, I get it, it's like the news, but she was just like quizzing me like one thing after the other, like, why do you want to do that? What's the point of this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, calm down. We just met. But I mean, it went fine. Like, she was like, oh yeah, I'm really interested in you. Like, I'll keep in touch. This process is just like really slow. It's like, I mean, like most of the news places, they're like, we'll get back to you in like 2-3 weeks. I'm like, oh, okay, still unemployed. But then the other one in Chico went really well. The guy like loved me, but then he was like, fortunately, we like already filled the one reporter position, but he's like another one should be opening up in like a month, and he's like, I'm seriously considering you as like a candidate, so we'll definitely be in touch. So that was pretty good. And then like really exciting, this morning I had a phone interview from, this is kind of weird, but like from Kentucky, in Bowling Green, Kentucky, kind of weird. But this guy, the news director called me and was like, I'd be really interested in having you as a producer for like the 5 o'clock news for their like main newscast. So I've never really considered being a producer, but I talked to him about it, and he was like, you know, our last anchor was the 5 o'clock producer because he wants the anchor to be able to do both. So it's kind of like a training ground to move into reporter or position, like reporter or anchor. So I was like, oh, that sounds cool. So I did the interview. It was like an hour interview. And then at the end of the interview, he was like, so I just want to let you know that I've interviewed like over 20 people for this position, and you're the last one, and you've made like the top 3. So I was like, oh, cool. So he's like going to get back to me like next week or the week after. And he said I probably need to like fly out there to do the last interview because he wants to like writing samples and stuff like that. So I might be flying to Kentucky. I don't know. But it was just really exciting because he had talked about, I don't know if you guys know, there's like different market sizes. So like New York is 1, LA is 2, and like it goes all the way down to like 220, I think. And so it's like I think Bowling Green was like a 160. So it's like pretty small. But he said the last 5 reporters or like people just that worked for him that left went to a top 30. So that's really cool. Like that doesn't happen. So he like really trains people who work there. So I'm like really excited about that. I hope it works out. I mean, it'd be really scary to move all the way there by myself, but it's a job, and he seemed really interested in me, and I definitely like keep me busy. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that, so fingers crossed. And then, oh yeah, so we were talking about our dreams, like where we ultimately, our goals and all that. So my ultimate goal, like where I would love to end up, would be to be a political correspondent from the White House. I know that's like dreaming really big, and I have a long ways to go. But that's definitely where I would want to be like 10, 15 years down the road. You know, like interviewing politicians on their like campaign trails and the president, stuff like that. That's my ultimate goal. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week. I probably rambled on way too long, but it's Wednesday, so that means it's almost the weekend. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye!